are for the Mike and Dale show. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
If I was doing any better, I have to split in half.
All right. Well, this type of trading action after the CPI could break a lot of traders. So I'm interested how you handled these swings. Were you active today, or were you kind of just being patient and letting the dust settle?
I was playing a lot of defense. I had a couple of stocks that were downgraded that I sold beautifully and I took losses on. I'll tell you in a second. And I had a stock that I was short, United Airlines, that came in and it had a pre-announced good earnings. So I played a lot of defense. If I came in flat, it would easily have been a six-figure day. I do have a good line, but I'm still playing defense now. This is how I'm handling today with the positions that I have. And it's really how everybody should handle it, or intermittently, depending upon your time frame. If I wasn't in this particular position, would I enter that position now? So that's what
Right.
I'm doing a lot of that at this moment.
Yeah, I like that.
On a short-term time frame, I think this action is somewhat bullish. After the run-up that we've had, hold on, and with this backing and this waffling back and forth, if they wanted to slam it, they tried to push it down a couple of times. It's still early. It's 11 o'clock, but just as I was telling the room, anything that you want to buy in this market, like in Amazon, there are certain stocks that I would buy that are technically good and a lot that are technically bad that I wouldn't touch. Very popular stocks at that. So once again, I believe if you're going to ask me what today brings, I thought that coming into today before the CPI number, and this edified it, if you will, as opposed to only a couple hours into trading, is that I think it's obvious that it's peak inflation. If it's going to be 25 or 50 basis points, it's already a given. And I actually think that it's prevalent and relevant. But as earnings seasons that come in and the end of the year jitters start to wear off as the VIX is bleeding to new lows, I think maybe earnings is more tantamount than the inflation picture at the moment.
I agree. So could the downside surprise be earnings revisions to the downside, even though the rates are tame and even dropping yields won't help the market in that vein? And we're right back at this real important line, Mike, that we had a
It's
false
been a fight all
breakout of.
day. That's all
Yeah.
FinTwit's talking about all day is that line.
Yeah. So, we had a false breakout here. We're almost testing it today. Right now, we're a little bit under 61.8 from this line. So today's close is important to me.
No, well, tomorrow, a couple of things are going on here. First of all, that's what people talking about, but it is a lot of stock picking. There are stocks, Tesla's down $4 or $5, Apple's negative. Disney had good earnings, is up like 4%. It popped nicely, didn't sell off. It's near the high of the day. All the oils are breaking new highs across the board, including a TradeGATEHub favorite, Halliburton and Schlumberger, which please go back into the red YouTube button. I've been pounding the table on it. I didn't split the atom, but it's still working. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm taking it stock specific, and it is about to close. My point being, before I
think WTI could get back up into the low 90s.
I wouldn't listen, Coach. I'm not going to argue. You know what I mean? First of all, why would I argue on momentum? I respect your opinion. Number two, at a high level, so I'll go with it. You know what I mean?
So I like your call on long oils.
Yeah, punch up HAL. You have it on there?
You know what? You punch up whatever you want to talk about. I've made the main points. The only other thing I have to say is the dollar. They're trying to rally the dollar, but it really doesn't have much juice. The yen sharply lower, but headed towards a 3 drive. So, this really should be a day the market should make hay with a weaker dollar. And you also have lower yields. There's a 10-year hanging right at this 351 level. So, they either turn them here or yields are headed sharply lower. Oil up. It should be a big risk on day. That's why I'm a little perplexed with S&P action.
But Coach, everything has been, I mean, the best thing about what we've been doing is that we've gained it by a lot of knowledge being in the market. We don't know. So we put our ego aside and we let price action, determine. Seriously, I don't want to pontificate, but that's how I'm handling it.
Okay.
No?
Well, let's take let's take a look at some of the shares. You know, you've been pounding the table on Halliburton. Let's take a look at the picture.
All right, here's by the way, here's the universe going today. Newmont, GDXJ, you know, a nice position still in the fund, but a stock like Halliburton is GDXJ, maybe a rest a little bit. Here's Halliburton. I mean, you know, that has been a favorite. It's still a favorite. I might even add to it more aggressively. And Schlumberger yesterday is another one that I actually called that as one of the best looking charts out there. Not overbought. Yeah, I mean, you can do the proverbial trend line going back to, I don't know ever how long you're long it. You know what I mean? It's probably going to break it to the upside. You can go to the ultimate complement of a long when you go to the weekly. So you know what I mean? There's another, we look at the other ones like a Halliburton, a BKR, which Gerard will know that has been taking tons of option activity, which I might even add on to today. But you know what? Getting back to it, it has been stock picking. Here's Disney acting well with the CEO of CEO change. All right, above the 50-day, which everybody in the trend line knows. So you know what? It's stock specific. Once it broke, you know, they did the dip, the rip, and then the dip, and then once it broke the open price again at that 98.30, you let it ride. And here's my screen here. Plenty of things to do. Microsoft's up $1.88 as Google's down and Amazon's down. Still, Amazon looks good on the long-term chart. It's one I'm going to start buying right here. All right, it did have the 3-day, now actually the 4-day up. It's not even overbought. I'm going to start nibbling once when it gets to the 50-day. I'm not going to press the button and turn my back and go all in. But there are other stocks that I'm going to stay away from, like a stock like Net that's a favorite that's below all the moving average. It's going to come down to a lot of technicals. TTD, which the other day was a favorite. Now it's below that. So, you know what? Do I want to buy Microsoft? Microsoft's still way below the 200-day. I'm saying it's not a buy or a sell here. It's just, I know that these algos jump in. A Square, another one that I came in long today. And I thought that they were, you know, I thought it was one good move from popping. I don't know where I sold it. I sold it very well. I actually sold it pre-market. Another one that I sold, I came in long pins. Everybody knows I've been bullish long pins. How did this was one day away of good news. First of all, just like the market not making new lows, every other stock in their respective Snap or Google, even if you will, it's at. So you know what I did? I came in long it today. I punted it all right here. Where was it? 26.30. It went to 25.90. Could I saved a little money? Yeah, but the stock wasn't acting well. It broke. It still might go up. It got downgraded, but you know, looking at all the oils right here, which you can look at as if you long them, that's great for everything else, but it's not really that good for you know, the economy, if you will. I don't know how to put it.
Higher oil prices, rebounding oil prices. Yeah. Airlines recovering from
I came in long United Airlines. Sorry.
yeah,
I
that's all
came in
right.
shorted. There's my first short here today, average down of 40.98. Right, no, right there, 49.98, 50. So right now, what am I at? My average price is like $48, but I made some good money shorting Delta. Delta, I traded. I mean, first short of Delta was here, 39.16, covered at 38. I just covered it when I came back on here. Now, Delta, why did I short it? It's because, first of all, way overbought. And I had a reason because it went right up to the 200-day basically. So I shorted some as protection there. You know what I mean? I was concentrated on that. What other things? Las Vegas standstill still going up. MU broke. FUTU BABA, as you know, I was selling some pieces on the
Yeah, I asked you about that on Tuesday.
the last couple of days. Well, today's Friday, today's Thursday. So 115 to 112. I'm probably going to buy more on a dip. All I was rotating. You know what I mean? That's all, you know.
Maybe you could buy it under 100.
I certainly hope to do it. I certainly, you know. So XBI is something I just bought when I came on the air, and I'm going to add to this. I like XBI today. I bought my first buy of XBI was 84.59. XBI I'm buying long. I'm on the record. Not that I shouldn't be on the record. I'm always transparent. So XBI I'm buying one in.
Is that biotech?
Yes, it is. Win not
Okay.
giving anything up after a nice run. Chevron, there's the short on Chevron. Exxon, by the way, I posted the chart on Exxon.
Yeah.
From Larry this morning. Let me go right here and change screens to TradeGATEHub. This is my screen today. There's my news right here for you. A couple of chat rooms. And I posted Larry today, if you will. Natural gas, good call, coach. We're both on that. And we could both hurt our hands, patting ourselves on the back because we pegged it very well. No?
Yeah, 350 was the low.
Okay, where's Larry today? Just to give an example of a couple of things where maybe I posted Larry this morning in the other room.
Larry who?
Larry Tarantelli, the guy, our friend.
Oh, you know what? I just booked Larry for next month.
Well, you know what? I mean,
I've
everybody
interviewed him, I don't know, 10 times or so. Let's see, when do I have him here?
Here it is.
The 9th of February, Thursday, LMT 978 will be live.
I'm going to tell you that's another a great poll. And everybody, if everybody doesn't know the quality of the guests that coach have, it's all about quality and not quantity. Go to our Red YouTube channel. First of all, it's an idea of, if anybody that's newer here, get an idea of what we do. You go back to all our videos, which we've been doing every single day now for a year and a half, almost 2 years, whatever, give or take. So the quality of coaches' guests are unparalleled.
And they all want to come back.
Well, that's that.
No, you know.
There we go, right there, beautiful. And they do
and
all want to
Andy,
come back.
Yeah.
And just to give you another shot of TradeGATEHub, once again, we started the year, I believe, under 2,000 subscribers. We gained, what, 2,100?
No, less than 1,000.
Oh, okay. So, you know what I mean? Listen, nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. And when you have high level people like Coach and myself and other guests, a high level crowd is where you want to form opinions, right or wrong. You want to get good at golf, you go and play with pros. You want to stink, you go hack around by yourself. You just got to push yourself to a higher level. Enough pontificating. Let's see what the wise guys are doing today. Here's one: stocks breaking out in the morning. And you know what? This is one, the stock beep scanner is one of few people I follow. Right here, I follow how many? 60 people. And this is a good guy. It's a free scanner. And it'll tell you very simply, where is he? Okay, so in 1 minute, stocks breaking out in the morning, gives you the volume, punch up the page and gives you the volume. Just press it up and it gives you real price scans. Your stock's breaking high. So I'm interested in COM, with a 13% change with 300% volume. APA breaking high. Disney, we already mentioned. SM is oil. WTI is oil. So once again, we want you to believe us in where our eyes are going and where within the instruments there we push you. Maybe we don't always give the right trades, but we're giving you where the action is, for lack of a better term. Like I was saying before I went here, this is what's in play. Oils, Disney. So, go to stock beep scanner. It's a good little thing. Stocks up with high and relative
Thanks
volume.
for sharing that.
Yeah. This is what I'm interested in. Stocks with high relative volume in the opening hour. I don't know if I want to fade it. If I want to press it, you can go by time here, even go by last trade on time, lithium, Hess, so Oxy. So, I mean, it's a very good tool that A is free. And then that one, it's also on my Twitter feed. So if you don't want to just be consumed, I love it, with the inertia of what the market is doing with, with the Fed. Obviously, you have to be aware because they're market moving incidents that you have to go by. But we're giving you, if you don't care about that, just go by with stocks with high relative volume, good price action and range. Write a couple down as 11.15 if you get back from lunch and they're 5 to 10% or whatever, or 2% near the high, and the market's acting well, buy a couple. If they start acting well, buy more. And I'm here in the room to guide you through it and tell you what I do. That's all. We're here. This is in a market where, with so many moves, binary moves, I know it's redundant with
Earnings.
With earnings and Powell speaking and CPI, how can I go out for a week? Fortunately for us, at least for me, and by the way, I implore everybody to go on our YouTube channel and just go back and look at our videos. And by the way, this is not Pat Mike V in the back hour. I should be doing this and should be making money after 26 years. Anybody do anything like Coach and I with a high level of passion, intelligence, and longevity is going to make it, or at least know what they're doing. So I digress. My greatest acumen is the shorter time frame. So in this market where things are more uncertain, certainly tune into TradeGATEHub more actively to see what we're doing. That's all.
Okay. So Mike, with his giving spirit, sharing his modus operandi
way,
every day in the room.
Yeah, let
Yeah.
me just say one thing. My opinions about stocks come out throughout the day, not much really before the open. What I do is I tell you what firms are doing, what upgrades and downgrades for doing. For example, today, this is our macro view right there. Okay, fine. This is the short-term trading sentiment. You want to, maybe you want it, we're up nicely today, or were. Maybe you want to short the rally. Maybe you want to buy the dip if they come here. I don't know. Another thing is, there's Goldman Sachs, what they tell you in the morning. It's not my opinion. Go upon what they tell you. I'm not giving my opinion afterwards. I'm just telling you how they feel. Another one, here's Bank of America stock for 2023. If you want my opinion, I'll give it. I'm just telling you what they're saying. Another one, Goldman Sachs things to know this morning. There's some things for you to derive a plan. For example, this is the waiter. The waiter comes over you and gives you the menu. This is the menu. If you want to hear a special on the dish, ask me what stock, what I'm doing, and I'll tell you how I'm preparing it. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Same
You know
thing.
what this is, Mike, is a modern day squawk box. In the old days, everyone would get together before the opening. You had this little speaker
Oh, you got
and
JAG
the big,
notes, and you got
huh?
the JAG notes. Remember the
Yeah,
JAG
it's
notes?
yeah. And everyone, your analysts would talk about what they're looking to do, what they're thinking, and it was intelligence gathering. And then everyone went to work. So this is the modern version of a squawk box, what Mike supplies to you, because it's not just his views, it's all the intelligence that he's seeing and accumulating, and just hard numbers that tell you where people are voting. And that's what they're buying and selling, is their vote, because it's with their buck.
Right.
So,
Well, I want to extrapolate, if I will, on one thing, because we're going to be here every day, and this we'll be here tomorrow, and we'll be here after this. But if you're not short platinum, Joba. No, that was yesterday. I want to
that
say
was me.
something. You want to talk about being a squawk box. If you don't want to
Yeah.
look at our videos and whatever you're interested in, you have to go right here. You tune into go to the trading room. You want to be in the room, you go to the room. You want to know what Forex are doing, you don't even have to watch our video. This is the one-stop shop. There's our Forex. You want to know what stocks are doing without hearing any of our videos? Here they are, stocks. New York Stock Exchange top gainers on the day. You don't even need, if you go to something like Yahoo Finance, tune in to us, because we all curated this. Here are the top movers on the day with volume and change right here. Punch them up right here. MLEC. There it is. All right, so get a picture. Hold on. Get a picture right there. You want to know what news is going on, or top news, or don't want to, and you're not interested in our videos? Punch up the top news chat. There's all news across the board. Forex, stocks, global headlines. Look, Forex 6 minutes ago. Stocks 31 seconds ago. Global headlines 6 minutes ago. All these news feeds are curated upon my Twitter feed, which is predicated upon quality, not quantity. So whatever you choose, this is going to be the ultimate squawk box. Don't turn into what we're saying, if you will. Punch up the news feed. There's all the news feed, and go to the stories, if you will, right there. That's
No
all.
one was talking short platinum yesterday.
No
And
one?
I no one
Oh,
besides me. I'm the
okay.
only one in the whole cosmos
I
that
say
said,
that a
look for
lot.
one more thrust and get short
Nice
platinum.
call. Well,
So, I hardly trade platinum, but, I couldn't ignore the formation.
Coach, you know
So,
what? Sometimes I'm facetious to people, because sometimes I don't trade platinum even the people that I joke with, and they say, what do you trade in the market? I basically say, and it sounds uneducated, but I'm secure in what I'm doing. And I joke within myself. I said, what's ever moving? You know what I mean?
yeah,
But that's like,
yeah.
it's like a drunk saying, what's your preferred drink? Whatever they put in front of me. It's
Here's
just like,
my coaching tip of the day, because, we all have biases. Maybe you're normally a stock bear, stock bull, or gold bull, or dollar bear. Here's how you eliminate your biases. You cover up the title of the chart and trade the technicals.
I do. Okay. For example, that's exactly what I do. I
Cover up
know, for
that
example,
label.
I play a lot of horses a lot, and
Yeah.
I don't look at the odds. And
Okay.
I look at the page, and I say, if this horse should be 10-1 and he's really 30-1, I say, whoa. But you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I try to, that's why I post.
Not be influenced by your paradigm.
I'm never influenced by paradigm. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, and that's why when I say Monday morning is the most important amount of data that we post, it's because I want everybody to get used to that data as it trickles down, so they get to have that feel as well. So I'm just not pounding every opinion, 24 hours a day. You know what I mean?
And talking about paradigms and dimes, if you'll loan me a dime, I prefer pre-1965 because
Okay.
that's when it had 90% silver in it.
Oh, I got you.
All right. Anyway,
I
let's
prefer
wrap
to
it.
I prefer to worry about dollars instead of dimes. That's what
Dollars, paper, it's going away.
Fed's Bullard's
Anyways,
mouth at 11:30. Thank you, Lewis.
oh, Bullard, yeah.
You just
Okay.
said that was coming. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's a participation at a high level who's with the
Yeah.
plan.
Hey, the community's growing.
More energy names as the
Yeah.
bullet flow as the mornings has progressed. That's all you got to see. That's it.
All right, Mike. Good hunting the rest of the day, brother.
Okay, you too, Coach. We'll be on later. Thanks for communicating and just to have a plan and trade well.
Drop in and